Sony has yet to announce the PlayStation 5's price, but it's going to have to execute whatever it's been planning flawlessly after recent revelations. If you've been living under the sea, then you may not be aware that the oft-rumoured Xbox Series S leaked on Monday night. Although Microsoft's first reaction to the huge leak was to post a meme on Twitter, which was wonderful, to be honest, the company finally lifted the lid on the Series S shortly after. It turns out that Microsoft's entry-level console costs $299.99, or an even more affordable £249.99 here in the UK. Hey everyone, it's Liam from Push Square, here to discuss the recently revealed Xbox Series S and what it means for the PlayStation 5 moving forward. This article was originally written by Sammy Barker and was adapted for video by me. So here we have the Xbox Series S, Microsoft's entry-level next-gen all-digital system that promises to deliver all the power and performance of a brand new console at only a fraction of the price. The company's been relatively smart, keeping the specifics to itself. Also, may I be the first to congratulate Microsoft on achieving the mantle that has long been held by Nintendo for having the most confusing console names on the market at the moment. Like, there will be a portion of time where you can buy an Xbox Series X, an Xbox Series S, and an Xbox One X. They'll all be on the shelf at the same time. Like, fire whoever is in charge for naming these consoles, because I assume it's the same person who was responsible for the new Nintendo 2DS XL. It has the same feel to it. Microsoft have been relatively smart, keeping the specifics of the Xbox Series S to itself. We still don't actually know how the hardware compares to the PlayStation 5 or even the Xbox Series X, but a trailer confirms that the console will upscale to 4K and will include a 512GB SSD hard drive. While that storage number seems small, it is worth remembering that the PlayStation 5 only comes with an 825GB SSD hard drive, albeit an ultra-fast customized version. You're going to have to get used to deleting and reinstalling games, we reckon, although Microsoft have already confirmed that an additional SSD can be plugged into the system if you're after more storage. Sony have also hinted that the new storage solution could also result in a decrease in the size of games, seeing as the superfast drive allows developers to no longer rely on the practice of duplicating data in order to make it accessible quickly from a slower, more traditional hard drive. Does this mean that you'll only be able to download Warzone on your next-gen console and nothing else? Probably, to be honest, if things continue going the way they are. So what does this all mean then? Well, Sony has, quote-unquote, lost the price war, that's for sure. Microsoft is being aggressive here, and while we're unlikely to understand the full extent of the compromises for a few more weeks at least, the reality is that both models of the PlayStation 5 are going to be more expensive. There's simply no way, with the kind of hardware it's offering, that the Japanese giant is going to be able to get anywhere close to $299.99 with its next-gen console. As a result, it's going to need to demonstrate the meaningful differences. The rumour is that the Xbox Series X will cost $499.99, but that is yet to be officially confirmed by Microsoft at the time of recording. We expect the PlayStation 5 to retail for a similar price point, to be honest, which means the PlayStation 5 Digital Edition could find itself sandwiched somewhere in the middle. A $399.99 price point for the PlayStation 5 without a disc drive would probably lose the company money, but like the Xbox Series S, the platform holders will maximize revenue by forcing consumers to spend purely through their storefronts. Here are the two potential problems that PlayStation faces. The Xbox Series S has different internals to the Xbox Series X, and consumers may assume that the same applies to the PlayStation 5 Digital Edition and the PlayStation 5. That's going to make the PlayStation 5 Digital Edition look pricey in comparison, and it's a marketing headache that Sony will need to overcome. Perhaps more importantly, this is a disruptive move that could affect where more casual casual consumers play their next-gen games. Here's the problem. The vast majority of you watching this video, the people who search out content like this on YouTube, will presumably be planning to buy a full-fledged PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X. But for more casual consumers, historically the lifeblood of the PlayStation brand, the Xbox Series S may prove a more affordable means to play titles like Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War and FIFA 21. Throw in Game Pass, Microsoft's subscription service that bundles in a load of first and third-party titles, and it almost feels like a bit of a no-brainer. The Xbox Series S costs less than a Nintendo Switch. That's wild, but that's the play that Microsoft have called, and we simply won't know how it shakes out until the generation has started in earnest. Microsoft are, at the end of the day, betting on the average consumer being excited and comfortable using Game Pass in their recently launched game streaming service that's included with the cost of the subscription. Microsoft may also be hoping that the cheaper price point of the Xbox Series S convinces consumers to buy a second console. In other words, if you've already got a PlayStation 5, you may well end up with an Xbox as well, just because. That's certainly possible. You may want to see what Xbox have been up to for the past few generations if you've missed out, and Game Pass gives you the opportunity to do that for a very small amount of money. And while it's less of a threat to Sony, any time and money spent on competing platforms means less time and money spent on the PlayStation 5. Also, the all-digital edition could have been Sony's gambit to try and capture that same market. Microsoft may have just pulled the rug directly out from under them by offering something similar for half the price. So make no mistake, this is disruptive. But PlayStation still has all the momentum right now. It'll be confident that strong marketing allegiances and high-quality exclusives will give its next-gen system a premium factor compared to Xbox's offering. But if the PlayStation 5's price wasn't already under scrutiny, well, it certainly is now. The Japanese giant will have known for months where it plans to price its systems. Let's hope those final numbers aren't too high. When will Sony announce the price of the PlayStation 5? It's hard to say. With the rumoured launch date of November 13th looming, we're sure that the company will lift the lid on the finer details of the console this month. But I guess until then, we'll just have to wait and see. Thank you very much for watching. What do you think about Microsoft's recently revealed Xbox Series S? Are you interested in purchasing it, or will your hard-earned cash be going towards a PlayStation 5? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and make sure to subscribe to Push Square for everything PlayStation and, of course, PlayStation 5. Thank you, as always, for watching.